much wasted time in preparation. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. I know it's been like, what, like barely 12 hours since we've left you?
Yeah.
Maths.
Not much time has passed.
It's been a day.
I feel, especially for me, I feel like, because I went to bed very late indeed. Not intentionally, but it was like 4 in the morning and I couldn't sleep. And then I stayed up until hotel breakfast was served and, you know, just chilled out for a bit.
You had breakfast without me.
Yeah. It was 6 in the morning, man. They serve breakfast from 6 till 12. Like, what hotel does that? They always do it till like 9:30 and then, like, there's no way I'm ever getting up for it. But
I know, we always miss it. I know, that's like the ultimate rush because if you have a call time at like 10, you have to be out front by 9 and you're sleeping up until like 9:15.
Yeah, it doesn't work.
It doesn't work.
It doesn't work.
No.
This time it did, but that's not the topic of the evening. We've got 6 games coming up for you guys. We are in the Super Week. And since we're in Germany, I guess it's like Super.
Super.
Yeah, HellRaisers are playing Penta first. A bit of an odd match, presumably. Then, you know, VP Dignitas, that's where it gets pretty interesting. And NIP are playing VP and now TSM. It just gets better and better.
But it shouldn't be VP Dignitas. This is weird because everywhere else that I'm looking, it's Virtus Pro Envy
well,
for the second match of the day. So like Team Liquid, HLTV, everything is posting VP Envy. So maybe we have a little bit of a switch up there, guys. You know, just saying, might be possible. Yeah, but I know that our own site is like wrong half the time, isn't it? So I mean, like Virtus Pro Envy could be, you know, the match that we actually get second to them. So you know, just don't get your hopes up too much. But everywhere else it's listed that that's going to be the match.
Either way, it sounds like a good game. Like I can see that being pretty good. And then I mean, we get into VP Fnatic later, and then TSM versus Dignitas at the end of the night. Pimp is already tweeting that they're going to beat them and it's going to be easy. So
Pimp, you know what he's doing right now?
Yeah,
he's just doing like.
Yeah, he's setting it up.
Polishing up the rings, baby.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, and then he's got some for like the middle digit here, whatever this is called, and then he's got those on too. Then, like, yeah, that's how it works with Pimp. Guy comes prepared.
Maybe we should buy him some rings too. Just, you know.
That's what I seriously, bro. If I like one of these days, if I actually remember to do it, I'm gonna bring him a cane so that when he can walk out on stage, he can just get that that swagger going with the cane, you know.
Like diamonds.
I mean, come on.
That'd be pretty good. I could see that working.
Guy's got the whole thing. He could just like he could have this whole image.
Yeah. It's nice. It's nice.
And then just, you know, he wins. He doesn't go to shake their hand, Anders. No, he lays into them with the cane. See? There you go.
But we do actually have the graphic up of where people are in the group right now. TSM, I mean, they've been doing pretty well for themselves. And Dignitas, we've got 2 Danish teams here at the top.
So again, the graphic is wrong. Just going to point that out for you guys. TSM are sitting in first place now, thanks to round difference. They have a much superior round difference, win-loss between the rounds to Fnatic. So that actually puts them first in the group. Fnatic are second in the group now. Even though they have the same points and they have the same matches, blah, 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 TSM are actually sitting pretty slick right now. Envy, Dignitas, everything else seems to be solid. So, I mean, Dignitas, they were sitting really good, Anders. They were sitting at like 6 and 3.
Yeah.
And then they just got slammed twice yesterday. So, a bit of a rough night for them.
It was, without a doubt. Especially, I think, one of the games they didn't get to really do much. It seemed like they just got run over there, but we'll see. They still have some matches left, obviously, and they are in 4th place. We'll go down towards the bottom of the bracket here, and things get a little bit weird. I mean, especially for SK. 0 and 9. They're not playing tonight, but maybe that's a good thing.
I know. I'm looking through like all the different sites and everything. It's just like red. When you look at SK, you just kind of facepalm just because, you know, it's like Freeze, it's Cadian.
Yeah.
I mean, it's
Penta, I mean,
players,
did upset everything yesterday, beating Envy. That was very cool.
And that's why I'm excited about tonight, Anders.
Yeah.
Because it's on Overpass. And HellRaisers you know, given yesterday's result where Penta beats Envy on Overpass, HellRaisers, if they have, you know, anything up here, they've been sitting and watching that video, watching that demo, and going over exactly what Penta did to take out Envy yesterday. So I imagine we're going to see a prepared HellRaisers coming into this match. They might not be aware of some of those boosts behind the smoke in mid, you know, some of those plays that Penta were going to try and catch Envy off guard with. HellRaisers can't get caught off guard by those. They have to be aware that that's on the table here.
Yeah, I think they will be. It's hard. I feel like if I was still a betting person, then I'd be very careful about transferring like that win yesterday against Envy to today.
Sure.
Like I feel like Penta could be like the sort of team that would wake up, like sort of show up today, and then, you know, everyone is disappointed and say like, you beat Envy on this map, and then
It can always happen, right? It can always happen. I'm just thinking like that's very, very valuable information for HellRaisers to have. Like there was the element of surprise with Penta. Hadn't really seen them play Overpass. Envy haven't played them, so you know there's this whole learning process that has to happen for Envy. And Penta really just got fired up, and they just seem to never let go of the momentum. Tonight, though, it should be a totally different picture. I don't think that we've played the knife yet. That's another thing that we have to talk about as well, is that Penta started CT side on Overpass, and that really seemed to favor them heavily.
Yeah, they had a really tough time on the second half, and if they hadn't got as many rounds as they did first half, maybe it would have played out very differently indeed. I mean, HellRaisers are just in a really weird spot here, aren't they? Because they're like, look at the lineup here. Like, you know, they've got Lambot,
yeah, I'm wondering why is LMBT in the roster?
Simple isn't here for
of course, you're right.
Reasons.
I always forget.
You know, we shouldn't talk about that any longer.
The man we do not speak of. He who should not be mentioned.
Then we've got Stiko and Oscar here playing, and Doja and Kucher. I'm not sure where Angel is, but...
oh, it might be, because I'm looking at HLTV right now, and it might be Doja, Stiko, Kucher, Oscar, and Angel. At least that's a lineup that they have listed here. So maybe LMBT is going to be just sitting in coach mode. That
makes sense. So I definitely would be very weird if Angel suddenly wasn't here. I don't know how that would work out. And then Doja playing as well. We'll see. We'll see.
If he is playing at all, that's always the question with Doja. That was the main gripe with Doja, is that, you know, he didn't put as much work in as the others. He just didn't work on his aim as much, work on, you know, his reflexes, etc., making sure that he was sharp. So I mean, if he's on a hiatus basically right now since he got dropped from the HellRaisers roster, he just kind of seems to pop in as a stand-in every now and again. And he was playing for the, you know, you see the flag there. He's playing for Team Russia as well. So I mean, he's been trying to keep his hand in, but is he putting in so much work that he's just going to be able to come into this server and just dominate? That Doja of old that Thorin just never lets us forget about.
I would love to see it, but I'm not sure I'm convinced, and maybe, I don't know, he seems like he's just not really motivated enough. I think it's true. I think he needs he needs to feel the pressure, maybe feel the pressure of being outside of like that, you know, because he's been in the sweet spot all along in the CIS scene, so
it's true.
Maybe hasn't felt that much motivation to try and really step up his game, but maybe now that, you know, Navi's got their thing going on, HellRaisers have got their thing going on. I mean, as soon as Simple gets out from under, and you know, we've got new Simple going on as well, so...
Hashtag.
Yeah, you know, and we also got, I think, some evidence here that they're starting to look at other scenes, like Stiko and Oscar, not from Russia or Ukraine. So, you know, it could be that that they're going to be, I think, from Slovakia, from Czech Republic? I can't remember, actually. I might be messing that up.
Czech Republic.
Yeah, Czech Republic.
And then Stiko is going to be Slovakia.
All right, so I was kind of right some way. Either way, that's some cool stuff. I mean, we've already had that happen once with Guardian coming in from the Slovakian region to play in Navi. So it's definitely possible for that region to sort of expand itself a little bit and try and pick up talent from other places. I mean, we all get very excited whenever like an NA team picks up a European player, when there's like mixing and matching like that. But why not have the CIS scene do something similar? I mean, it's cool stuff.
Well, it's like an NA player, you know, it's like, well, I mean, I guess Legia went over there as like coach for a while.
Yeah.
And, well, obviously it just seems to be like Swedes that are the favored, you know, swap over from the European scene. Swedes, they all speak such excellent English. Big reason why I don't speak Swedish yet. And, no, I'm not even joking, man. Seriously, they actually, well, the problem is when you're in Sweden as well is that they just get really excited when they get to practice their English. So whenever you're like, hey, I want to speak Swedish, they're like, but I want to speak English. And I'm like, okay, fine. You know, like, oh, okay. And then
we'll do it. One day, man. One day.
Someday.
Well, the knife round is done with. HellRaisers get to start on the terrorist side, and Penta, they get to start on the side that they did yesterday, beating Envy, which is the CT side. So we'll see if that's going to work out for them. The lineup is Tapsin, Tarsin, Speedy, Strux, or Struxy if you prefer, and Crystal. And, now, I mean, Strux actually picking up a CZ in the pistol round and a smokes. That's interesting.
Yeah, and CZ, if he gets into a close position, can be brutal. They've gone for a stack on B side initially, Penta, so hoping for some aggression there from HellRaisers, but that's just not going to be the case. Crystal instead is going to be the one holding in mid, and he spots the men coming out of connector, tries for another shot, not going to get it, but still, that's some good information. At least he knows that at least one player is mid right now for HellRaisers.
Yeah, please. That is a nice boost.
See, this is the kind of stuff, though, that you see from Penta, that you just don't see from very often from anybody else. Like, they come up, or it's just that they are willing to use these kinds of boosts.
But HellRaisers showed themselves, and they all know that they got spotted by Crystal, so now they're rotating back down towards the other side. See if Stico can make his way in. Speedy's holding the ramp here. Actually going to go very aggressive running in, and now he's caught in the middle of everything. He lands a headshot on Stico. They can't get the second one. Doja picking up 2 kills. Kucha with a kill on Strux, and now the bomb should be going down, and Tabson and Crystal with a very tough retake on their hands.
Yeah, Kucha leading the way as well. I like Kerrigan with that Tech 9, just run and gun, just fill the air with a hail of bullets and hope that you're going to hit something. He gets the headshot. We lose Doja, but then Oscar strikes right back, takes out Crystal. Now it's going to be Tabson in a 1v2. Has to be able to get up here and get a kill very quickly. He's running out of time, and that pit, yeah, exactly. It's that crossfire. As soon as he shows himself on short, boom, Kucha peeks out, takes him out. And now, well, HellRaisers, they get that strong start. The one that Envy weren't able to get Anders. Already, HR, you know, they're ahead. It's
true, and I think we made the point about Enemy being really good at sort of striking back quick, which they never got to do really against Penta. Penta, on the other hand, they've set themselves up here. They've got Deagle armor on 2 people, and HellRaisers obviously with a buy of their own, including Angel with the Mac 10. I love having just the one guy with the SMG. I hope that he's going to be playing super aggressively and let everyone else chill for a bit. Just let Angel be the guy to go out and see what's happening.
Yeah, right now, I mean, that's exactly what's happening. Angel's kind of out on his own, just waiting around in pool, seeing if he can catch somebody out of position here. If Penta would want to try and push into pool, this is something that teams can do as well when they go for the force. But instead, Penta are the ones going for a bit of a clever play. 2 players are moving up long here for HellRaisers, but there are currently 3 players stacked up for Penta right around the corner. There's the pop, and Tabson just annihilates Oscar, and there you go. Tabson and Crystal, 2 kills for them at long.
On Stico, looking to see if he can get some refrags, but that's an excellent way to start the round. And Angel trying to see if he can come in here and help with the Mac 10, but they have armor. Unless it's Tabson and Tossin here who don't have head armor, that Mac 10's not going to be doing that much damage, not compared to the other rifles that are currently on the HellRaisers side here. 45 seconds. They are starting to lay into Tabson a little bit. They've got the bomb picked up, but Tasson's coming up from behind. He's looking the wrong way. He gets a body shot in, but not going to be able to get the kill.
No, this is going to get Penta guessing. Now they've lost the info. As far as the death cam is concerned, unless Speedy can spot the man still, Doja is still in mid. And that's the bomb as well. So really, Penta have all the info that they need. It's unfortunate that Doja actually got spotted in that situation. They do manage to stack it up, but I mean,
wow.
Stico just walks in and wipes out half the defense. Tabson is now going to be alone, and he can't do anything to stop this bomb plant. So it's unfortunate that Penta got whittled down so far early on, because they had all the info to be in the right place at the right time.
And look at this. Stico currently with a quad kill, just 1 bullet on Tabson, and we're going to see a decent ace here already in the second round. That would be nice, and it seems like it's meant to be. There we go. Ace for Stico. Nice job on him. I'm much more impressed about the fact that he checked that corner after that flashbang went off. So that was really, really a good job on his part. Ace to follow up as well, so not at all bad. HellRaisers, they survived the round. Now, Penta, I mean, we talk about all the time, these tricks that they pull. Stacking 3 people on long like that and then having the guy from CT spawn pop the flash over there is just a really, really cool idea. And it's something that I think we've brought up in like past broadcasts. Try and say that pop flash is really powerful. It's really how you can't predict it. It just pops perfect range, and yeah, more people should do it. Such a simple trick. Especially because actually the preferred strat to run in a second round from the terrorist point of view is to go long. Like almost everyone does it, because then you've got rifles against pistols covering that whole range there. So it's a very, very good idea, Penta. Smart choice.
What I'm interested in right now is if we're going to see that change of strategy out of Penta. Well, there's the other flash. Again, Tabson this time, no joy for him. He does good damage to Kucher, but no kill. But the main thing here is that Crystal's saving Anders. Yesterday, he went hard on the rifle. He didn't go for the op. Basically, I think he had it like once in the CT half. It was Speedy who was going for the op for Penta, taking it down to the B site. Right now, though, Crystal, he's sitting on 33, and he should have more than enough money to pick up the AWP in this round if he chooses to. Because the rest of his teammates were all forcing. It's just Crystal, so 55-50. Does he actually go for it to change it up?
Yeah, I mean, if he does, I think that would actually, yeah. So that actually probably is evidence that Penta are also worried that HellRaisers watched the game from yesterday, and they don't want to give anything up here. So that, you're right, that's a definite change. Looks like he's going to be running long with it. So they might try and, because what they were doing yesterday was actually having like a really, really tight hold on the restrooms, where they had 3 people playing very close to Crystal, the most forward one, the other 2 as backup. So this is a definite change from what we're seeing and from what we saw yesterday, and that's very cool. Shows you Penta are just trying to mind game HellRaisers a bit here. I like it. Yeah,
and HellRaisers are clearly aware of this risk. No early peek at long this time. They're going to work their way over instead. A little bit later, Just a little HE there, but that's not going to actually tag up Crystal. Instead, what is this? What? Ooh. Crystal missing a golden opportunity, but Oscar just runs out into the open after being so patient. I'm a bit surprised there. That was both teams kind of making some small mistakes there.
Yeah, bit of a shame. That looked like it should have at least been like a hip kind of shot where maybe he could have survived, but yeah, bit of a giveaway. HellRaisers continuing on this path into the bomb site. Crystal making a spot there. Gonna go for the re-peek, and Stiko, not sure he should have stuck around there. Once you get spotted, that's where life gets a little bit dangerous. They've got the setup for it here to defend 3 people on the bomb site in about 35 seconds. HellRaisers, I'm not sure about this push.
No, they're going to try and force it, it seems. Tossin is waiting right on the edge. He's found a little bit of a gap in the smoke to take advantage of. Kucher takes out his teammate Strux, but then Tossin perfectly placed. No, Kucher still hits the shot. Crystal with the AWP will find the refrag, though, but still the damage is done. HellRaisers have that bomb plant, but Crystal gets a second kill. Oscar just continues to try and challenge here.
Oh, Speedy with a bit of a failed spray. I'm not sure what that really was. Tabson going to pick it up, and now it is 2 for 2. Tabson moving forward here. He's got the rifle, whereas Crystal's got the AWP. Looking for the shot, but he's not going to see it. Stiko hiding. He survived that early shot, and that might be what does it here for Penta. Crystal looking for a couple of kills, but there's almost no way out unless they show themselves. He's going to get the one there and ends up running away to try and hide at the back of the site. And here's Stiko. Going to survive until the bomb goes up at least. Crystal, yeah, he knows that blast radius, so that's all good. I don't know, like, there were so many weird things happening around. I think a lot of it came down to that initial kill that happened over by the SWAT trucks. Like, they got the entry, sure, HellRaisers, but once the guy by the SWAT truck goes down, everything kind of falls apart.
Tossin.
Yeah, Tossin. That allows for the bomb plant.
Well, that's a kill, like this one right here.
This kill here is, this is a big one.
That has to happen. He has to be able to shut down Kucher like that.
Yeah.
Kucher can't find 2 kills walking onto that A site. And they had all the info as well because they'd spotted, I mean, because Crystal had taken the shot on Stiko early, who was carrying the bomb in mid. So, I mean, Penta had 3 players there. Should not have been that easy for HellRaisers to get onto that site. Crystal starting off strong here, taking out Angel. That's good, but then Strux gets caught out in the open by Kucher, who again just runs out. Speedy with the deagle, not going to be able to get a follow kill, and then Oscar will lay Crystal low. So HellRaisers, they're doing a much better job than Envy yesterday. Already going to be up on 5-0.
Yep, and I mean that's the difference between winning a pistol round like this, and also I think it's you know, it's what I try to caution people against. You know, if you look at past results and read too much into them, you can get a little bit disappointed here. So Oscar with the AWP is a scary thought as well. He is so good with that weapon. So it's very, very exciting, very fun to watch him play. So I hope we can get to see a lot more of him. Doja and Kucher, though, are the one to actually end. Stiko, 7-7-7 for each of them. Angel, you know, he's doing the in-game leading and a bit of entering every now and then. So, you know, he's not really doing much, but that doesn't matter. They're 5-0, so they don't need that. Whereas actually Tarson and Strux on the Penta team, they haven't killed anyone either. That's a problem, though.
Yeah, that's a real problem. We can't have it, you know, double 007. Like, that can't do a double James Bond and hope to come out ahead. And Crystal right now, he is doomed. He somehow makes it out.
Yeah, that was, I don't know. Like, maybe they were flashed and we couldn't see it because he did, but otherwise, and even then, it seemed like he should have been dead.
Oh, do they go for the boost yesterday? They used the boost yesterday here with the smoke forward, but Crystal's going to find the angle anyways. He takes out Angel, so no joy for Angel, who continues to struggle to get on the board here. This is actually a much better situation now for Penta, thanks to Crystal landing those shots. Once he gets into that AWP, total change of strat here from Penta.
Question is if he could deal with Oscar, who makes a bit of a jump there. Crystal is putting up a smoke so he can make the cross back, hopefully without getting himself killed. That's a bit of a shot onto Crystal. Something did hit him. Maybe it was a grenade up top, but time's also running out, and they are being flanked as well here. 40 seconds, and Penta, they've got Tabson walking up behind, and that's going to make a really big difference here. I mean, right now, Penta, this is like a 90% win round.
Not sure that Tossin has to go for the aggro like this. He's looking to see if he can't find somebody setting up, but he's got Crystal watching him over him. And now Tabson just running up long. He's going to be able to get the flank on the 2 players pushing up long right now. Doja takes out Tossin, but then Strux strikes, takes out Oscar. Crystal not going to find the angle in time, but Tabson gets the kill on Kucher, and Crystal will wrap up this round, removing Doja. That's about as good as it gets for Penta. Crystal picking up frags early on. Tabson pushing all the way through T-spawn, clearing out the B-hulls. Penta knew that it was going to be an A push. They had 4 players there, ready and waiting for HellRaisers. I mean, HellRaisers, they took a little bit too much time there, Anders.
Yeah, too much time, and also Penta trying to play proactively. Like, I love that flank in there. You are right, though. I mean, Tarson moving up like that that's a really risky maneuver. If he gets killed, and I mean, that could be the thing that makes them rotate back to another bomb site. And so even with 30 seconds, you can make that run to B, which means they might run into Tabson, and like things can just go horribly wrong. So, don't think that was called for, but it worked out anyway. And Crystal seems to be really on point with his AWP. I'd love to see a battle between Oscar and Crystal, but Angel is going to announce himself in the game and gets an opening frag on Speedy, which is kind of what he's meant to do, so good job on him. Yeah,
and he's playing it wise as well. He's not going to try and push forward. He's actually just going to try and hang around here, see if he's going to catch somebody out, maybe trying to push through Monster, but Angel, no. This is going to be a little bit of a battle now between him and Tabson. Crystal takes out Oscar in the meantime, and it's going to be Tabson getting killed by Angel. There we go. Angel took him a few rounds to get on the board, but then when he actually manages it, 2 kills in a round, and important ones at that. It allows his team to get onto the B site.
Strux here, trying to dodge the smoke. It looked like he actually could have got a headshot there on Angel, so got to be a little bit careful. They make the cross on over an Angel, finding another kill, but he gets down by a teammate, Stiko, exploding his own captain.
There's no justice, Anders.
After he gets a triple entry, you know, what's up with that?
No justice in the world.
No, definitely not.
Man gives you the round, gets triple entry for free, and what do? You blow him to bits.
It's just not fair. I don't know if we've talked too much about this, but like I think Angel's actually like a person in the scene in the game. Crystal, oh, okay, they didn't realize. I was gonna say if he somehow ran back, that could be a little bit funny. Who actually I think deserves like a lot of respect. He takes criticism and like reflects a lot on the game. I remember somewhere back in DreamHack Winter last year, I guess.
2014.
Yeah, I think it was. Maybe, no, it was pretty summer 14, I think.
What, when we were all sitting around in the hotel lobby?
Yeah, but I ran into him when he was talking to Thorin, and everyone had a lot of drinks, and I think Angel had a lot of more drinks than everybody else, because they had got knocked out pretty early in that tournament. But you know, him and Thorin were talking. I sort of you know, jumped in there, and what he's basically saying is that like, because Thorin had put out a video talking about like the problems that this team had. And he said like we had watched it, we had listened, we had like, you know, we realized like a lot of the communication issues that we have, and like we're really trying to make the changes based off of like the criticism that we're getting. And it's good to get like outside perspective on, like, he was really like soaking up all of it instead of making excuses, which is like a lot of people do, you know. It's like, yeah, we're having problems right now, but it's not really our fault, it's because of like this, that, and the other thing. He was just like accepting all of it and trying to change it. So I mean, that kind of mentality is cool. And Angel has, I don't know, been struggling in various, in various constellations of this team for a while. Good kill on Doja there from Strux, and that's going to open it up in favor of Penta, and they do need it. They're so far behind right now.
Yeah, they're right on the edge of full eco here. If they lose this round, Crystal did the best that he could. He made it a little bit more expensive for HellRaisers by staying alive and even picking somebody off, or 2 people off actually after the bomb plant in the last round. There's only so much he can do. He does manage to spot Oscar, though, and that's a great start. And there it is. Follow-up as well onto Stiko. Tassin is just going to jump on him, and it's going to be Kucher now stuck top mid. He's got the bomb, but he's in a 1-on-5 situation. And he's not even going to be able to pick up the one. Tassin with a double kill in the round. And here I am thinking, you know, Penta, if they lose this round, it's the key round of the half pretty much. If they lose this round, HellRaisers, they completely run away with this half and get up to like 9 rounds easy. But now they actually fought. They've got themselves a chance to fight their way back in.
Yeah. You are right indeed, and a lot of weight right now, it seems, is on Crystal's shoulders. 12-1 and 4. He's the only one really doing much of anything. Tabson is trying to keep up here, but it is looking a little bit grim if Crystal starts going down early in the rounds. That was a nice jump. Was that Doja?
No, that was a thing of beauty. Elegant. Oh, he gets the molly down. A little bit of the flash, turns around. Does he get a kill? Nope. But still, lots of info gained. He will get caught out in the open, though. Kucher with that Tech 9, just so lethal. You cannot take any risks versus this guy. He will find you. Angel at long is actually going to take the fight versus Tassin and lose, but the rotation is coming in here. Penta, they need to get these rifles to bear because now HellRaisers, they're up on the site, and they just get that bomb plant down.
Oh, this is the worst possible situation. It might happen even though they didn't have the rifles. Your prediction might come true anyway here, Semler. It's now 2 for 3. They have got a smoke to try and see if they can get the defuse home. That's pretty much the only chance they got right now. Tabson needs to put that smoke up, and they need to try and see if they can get it down. So yeah, nice bank off there. That's the only chance they have. Speedy making his way up. He's on top of it, trying to see if he can distract them for a bit. He's going to get the 1 kill, but Tabson goes down. No defuse, no round. Kucher with an ace, and that's going to be HellRaisers now simply burying Penta. I don't see any way out of this now. This is a complete disaster.
Man. Now you have a tough call if you're Penta. What do you do? Or do you play into Envy and just go for a force buy when everybody's pretty much sitting around 3,500? Or do you just eat the round of eco?
I know this is such a small thing, but I will definitely go back and try and like do that jump that the Doja did down the stairs. That was so smooth.
It was graceful. You looked like a dolphin, you know, just diving in.
You know,
look at that.
Oh, look at that! It's so good.
A little bit less graceful that time, but still. Glad to see that Doja still got the movement.
I could just watch that all day. Like, it's like watching people surfing or something. You're just like, oh, this feels so smooth.
So silky.
Well, Doja to open up and get a second kill. You know, he's graceful, but he's also brutal. It's like got a little bit of everything there. Tabson, Speedy, Crystal left. No armor except for on Tabson and Crystal. Close range here. So nice range for it. This is a good position in so many ways, especially in a round like this, because you see the shadow first of the player coming around, so you've got a bit of an edge. Cloud9 used to run a strat all the time where they would have Sean Gers over there alone with a rifle, and I kept sort of hammering them for it because they wouldn't do what Penta did, which is throw that one pop flash. They would essentially...
Wait.
Yeah, and what they would try and do is they would have Skadoodle playing CT spawn, and then he would try and distract whoever was coming up. So like Skadoodle would take the first shot, then Sean would be in the corner hiding, you know, trying to get something done, which is a good idea in theory, but it almost never works out because people are very good at checking that corner. If Skadoodle misses his shot, then Sean is dead immediately. So
they come around the corner so fast as well. If you don't have something to slow them down, apart from the threat of like Skadoodle with the op. It's not ideal. Then people just started jumping up on the flower boxes and like going for like just one jump to see if anybody was waiting there.
Yeah.
Hey, there are adjustments made. They kind of made that spot a little bit more tricky to hold. But all right, after the round of eco, Penta, they actually do go for the buy. They have the AWP on Crystal, which is pretty much the important thing. The most important thing for this team at this point is how he's the one getting the majority of the frags. Although as I say that, Tabson with a really nice spray down through the smoke at Monster to take out Angel.
And Doja also dropping fairly low. Structure's going to go down. Tarson's up here. Crystal gets one. Tarson gets the next one. And that's very, very hard to predict for HellRaisers. They kill a guy at tree. They see the AWP. Almost never going to happen that there's a third person there. So just really good calculation from Penta. They're throwing in so many, like, they've got the various boost tricks, but they're also just generally trying to have setups that are hard to predict, you know. So really good job on their part. Tabson, he almost killed Doja earlier, so we can almost counter the triple for a Tabson this far. One more bullet and he's going to be there. No, okay.
Good night, sweet prince. Still, he did his work. He got 2 kills out of that. They survived with 3 as well, Penta. They're going to be able to get out of there with AKs, but more importantly, they can drop for their teammates, and you see exactly that. Tossin and Spitty, boom, just throw rifles away, rebuy, and they'll get a decent nade count, or they get a kit. I like that on Tossin. He realizes he has a flash and a smoke. Could be good enough. Gets the kit. Nearly everybody having a kit, actually, so this is really solid here for Penta. They're very well equipped in this round. Whereas HellRaisers, is that just like the hero op? That is the hero op, Anders.
In Danish, it's called a tilt-op.
Tilt-op,
I don't think HellRaisers is a tilting, but that's a legitimate term. Ask KGMB, for instance, of the pre. Yeah. Orb tilting is definitely a thing.
Just like, Anders, we trusted you. We thought you were our friend.
Yeah. Angel making his way through. Oscar's can actually make that all work and takes out Crystal, so a little bit scary. HellRaisers came close to 1 round. Let's see if they can actually pull all the way through this time. Tarson's going to be taking down Doja and sneaking on in. Oscar was ready for it. Tarson seems to be doing this a lot, where he's taking fights that he doesn't really need to take.
No, I agree. You get the first man, and scoped up, you're so slow these days when you know there's an op. And now Speedy, unfortunately for him, he picks up that op just as Kucher comes around the corner at long. And once again, Penta, they're falling to the HellRaisers Tech 9 plays. Well, and the hero op. Make that a double op now. But Kucher's a perfectly capable opper. He can sit there and hold this angle. That's exactly his style as well. He isn't going to go out and hunt for frags. He just holds that angle, waits to see if anybody's going to be peeking around. Strugs. Wow. He actually manages to get that kill. Thought that Kucher would be dead for sure, but he had the Kevlar to save him.
Yeah, pretty good stuff there. And Tabson trying to run away. Angel says no, and that's going to be HellRaisers winning a huge round for themselves. The hero op, the tilt op, the casual eco op. It's got lots of names by now. But it works out pretty well. Nice investment.
Do we have a name for the state of the economy here for Penta?
No, we are reaching some pretty poor levels here. And they are the police. I feel like they should be able to call in, you know, more funds.
Yeah, right. It's a time of war. But that's, I guess they can't just go out and steal a crate of rifles, you know, like HellRaisers can. So there you go.
Got that going on. But what they do have is a suit on Crystal. So
yeah, I know he tends to do this, and that's why I'm not going to say hi to Crystal next time I see him.
Just gonna ignore him. I
like,
love it.
Why? I'm like, I don't speak to heathens.
Me, on the other hand, I'll definitely, you know, give him a big high five. But yeah, what's up, Crystal? Get that suit working. He's right on top of him. Crystal, wake up! Struts turning around. Crystal is simply falling asleep at this point.
See, this is, you know, this is.
No, he can get the perfect Zeus moment. What's happening, Crystal? He's gonna get the shot on Angel. Could have done it right there, Crystal. Maybe there won't be a high five after all.
That's what I'm talking about, Anders. Having a Zeus and counting on the Zeus promotes idiotic play. Just like
yeah, and just to cement that, Crystal is just like completely spazzing out at this point. Oh, Doja's just getting ready to knife him. Zeus finds his knife. He's gonna go ready. No, what are you doing, Doja? He's got the AK out instead. He's gonna do it the regular way. Oh, please, that could have definitely happened.
How does he like get so far ahead too? I think he was expecting Crystal to try and just jump up the ladder there.
I had no idea what we just saw.
This game.
We should just try and forget about that moment. Oh god, look at this.
Shot.
He's right there. It looks like he's looking. Crystal's practically looking at him. Oh my god.
It's just like so far off.
And just like the pure panic in Crystal as well. It's like, oh my god, I'm getting stabbed. Well, it's an early trade, Crystal for Angel this time around, and a decent trade it is for HellRaisers. They definitely want to kill Crystal as much as they can. Tarsin playing here in the middle, FAMAS in hand. Doja checking the wrong corner, and he ends up going down for it. And now Tarsin could be playing, and he will be playing this time much more safely. I was about to say, if he goes to his regular sort of rhythm, then he'll end up pushing, but this time it's a safe play. Oscar, though, taking down Structure. What a shot.
I like that as well. That's due to Crystal basically hanging around in those corners. It's trained HellRaisers. Well, to check those angles, to prioritize those angles. Tarsin is going to make up for it, though, with a good trade against Kucher, who pushed out from long. Bomb is making its way towards the B site, though, and nobody is there to stop Chico from getting this bomb plant. Both players for Penta currently up on the A site, expecting there to be some kind of push coming through here. But bomb should get planted, and there's still a man watching in the back lines as well. Oscar's here to just cut off the fast rotation from Speedy if that actually comes through. I'm wondering if was Speedy close enough? I don't think he was quite close enough to get the... Yeah, this is going to be sad.
If only he had a Zeus. Stico, gonna be picking up a second kill there. Nice patience on him. Good trigger discipline, or whatever you want to call it. Speedy trying to make his way out, but not going to happen. Oscar will shut him down for another double kill, making it 11-3 in HellRaisers. They're mauling Penta right now.
Yeah, this isn't very... I mean, it's kind of hard to go off of it because it just seems like a lot of awkward situations.
Oh, Beardy FPS on Twitter is saying that the Penta economy is like, you know, close to the Greek economy. That's cold. That's
cold-blooded, man.
Yeah.
Cold-blooded, Beardy. Come on, Beardy.
I kind of like that though. We should have thought of that. Structure running in, UMP versus AK. It's going to take a deagle from Speedy on top to finally get that kill. And Tarsin, a little bit too many targets and too much swapping around there. And he was in a very open angle, so hard for him to even fall back even if he wanted to. Not going to be a good start to the 15th round here. Kucher spotting out Crystal as well, and he is not going to allow him to get back either. Spray and headshot. Good job from Kucher, and that's going to be almost certainly here 12-3 for HellRaisers. Tapson and Speedy left, but they have got very little to try and win this round with, and Stico gonna make it even rougher on Tapson.
Kucher just... Oh, nice follow-up headshot, though. Now Tapson, that jump up there from Oscar, real risky business, especially when you're facing an AK. One shot will do the trick. And Tapson's still putting up one hell of a fight here. He's got that 1-on-2 situation, but this is manageable. Just that Doja steps out one step too far. Finds the kill, and that is going to be a 12-3 scoreline at the end of the first half. HellRaisers just completely and utterly smashing Penta, which makes it more embarrassing for Envy in the end, because, like, what happened yesterday, Envy? HellRaisers just walked right through these guys, and yet you gave them a win.
That's what I'm saying, Semler. If you try and transfer results from day 1, day 2, really strange things can happen. And HellRaisers, actually, isn't this like this is like I think the core story of HellRaisers right now. It's like almost the tragedy of having like a lot of talent in the region that somehow can't fit together. Like the CIS puzzle is not completed right now, and nobody seems to be able to like put together like the team, you know? Like way back in the day, people tried to put together Astana Dragons as like the Nip Killer team, which honestly was like
the Nip Killer team to do it.
Yeah, they broke the Nip Killer, broke a bunch of teams to do it, and honestly, it was in many ways I still think like a really cool project. Like the idea of having like the CIS super team, it's still definitely out there somewhere. Like Navi's obviously a fantastic team, but there's room for another one that's on Navi's level and maybe could even be better than Navi if they put together everything just right. This second half here is absolutely critical where Penta picking up the pistol round, otherwise they are going to lose even faster than they already are. Oscar with a great start though, picking off Tabson, playing aggressively. That dropped the bomb as well. Oh no, and Oscar is on a tear, picks up another kill, another headshot. Oscar going to get a little bit of help from Kucha there, but what a fantastic triple. Doja to pick off Crystal. That was some brutal work here. Oscar is, I mean, he is such a nuts player.
He isn't even sitting very high on the scoreboard, but that was just with the op. He was getting good kills in the first half, and he just continues to just rock Penta right now in the second. That pistol is pretty much all due to him. And well, what do Penta go for? They go for the force buy. They didn't get the bomb plant, so HellRaisers should be aware of this fully. They aren't really messing around with too many SMGs. I mean, they go for the P90, and that's fine. P90 Scout, triple rifle, can totally get behind this. If there's some kind of rush coming out from Penta, HellRaisers should be equipped to deal with it. And they aren't going super close either, like all the way up to top mid. Instead, they're just, you know, they're holding around, seeing what info they can get, and then they're even going to swap it up. So who just got the scout? Oscar's got the scout now. Okay, he's probably going to go and jump around on long, maybe.
Yep, I mean, this is the perfect spot for it, isn't it? It's there are just a couple of places in the CT spot where people are like jumping, and I reckon at some point people are going to start to figure out smokes to actually stop that from happening, because you get so much more or less free info for doing it. Stico close with the M4, and he's using the M4A1 Semler.
I approve. Although this might cost him. Just reloads, actually. Just finishes in time, but he's going to get overwhelmed in the end. Tassin and Spitty, they're there, but then Kucher's still alive. P2000, not the best gun, but he's doing big damage, and he takes out Spitty. 1-on-2, and Doja's going to be there to save the day. No bomb plant for Penta means another force buy if they really want to go for it, unless they're trying to play for overtime here. But that was a hold from HellRaisers.
That was a bit of a melee in there at the end, you know. I think you're right though, like the lack of bullets and, you know, just getting the reload in. And actually, you can tell Oscar's using the M4 as well, so the M4A1. So we've got some people who are still on that side of things, you know.
I approve. I approve if you're playing like long or mid. You know, if you hold these long angles with the M4A1, it's still brutal. Like it's super accurate. Super accurate, you know.
Super. Yeah, I agree. It's a very nice gun still. Just gotta relearn some of the tricks there. Well, Stico doesn't care much about the finesse and the refined craft of the M4A1, just going ham with the P90. Tarson is on a bit of a long trek and adventure into CT spawn. If only he had the bomb, it'd be interesting. He's got a deagle and he still lands a great headshot on Kucha.
Oh, and he eats that flash. Misjudges the timing. Looking for it, but he's going to get caught in the end. 15-3, the end of the day here for Penta. 12 match points ahead of them. And
HellRaisers, I mean, round difference and all of that, they're not sitting absolutely lowest in the group either, I think. So, I mean, I don't know if they can make it back in, but it could be kind of interesting if they start getting big wins like this.
Yeah, they're sitting at -18 right now, so, I mean, this would go a long way towards making that just a little bit better. I mean, they're still way off.
Yeah,
I mean, they're right on the edge, right? They're sitting 1-4 in the group. So really what we've been saying is, like, you can't really get above 4 to 5 losses in the group if you want to make that land. So they have a long way ahead of them where it's just like they have to get win after win after win to have a hope here. This one could you know, could help things along here. A good win versus Penta, which should be a map, which should just be, you know, a team that you should crush every time if you're HellRaisers.
I mean, things are looking pretty good here. 5-3, they get 2 opening frags, even though it looks like Stico's about to go down, and Angel could be going down as well. Still leaves HellRaisers in a decent position, so we're gonna have to see Tarzan looking for the shot here, and he's gonna actually get both Oscar and Stico over at long. So not too bad. It puts in a 3v3 here. Bit of a smoke going up to block the doorway.
What is that smoke? Was he trying to get it above, or is he going for something cheeky there, Angel?
I think he's just trying to tell Speedy to leave him alone.
Leave me be. Oh, I see.
Looks like it's going to be... Could end up being an A hit here. Kucher the only one on the bottom side, so it wouldn't be too bad of a choice either. And he's doing his best to try and see them coming so he can call in the rotation. Missed shot from Strux, which would have been such a big kill here.
No, that would have been huge. That would have been just everything the Penta needed. Nice flash. Kucher out in the open, but still he gets behind Optimus. And now, well, Angel with the backstab. This is where it all falls apart. Even if they get the kill, exactly. Angel doesn't get the first one there, but still he does significant damage. That makes it easier for Kucher to get in there, get both frags, and now it's down to Strugsy. Nice shot onto Kucher, but Angel's still alive. And for a second there with the X-ray getting turned off, I thought he actually hit that shot.
Yeah, I was about to freak out as well, but look at the timing that's left here. 10 seconds. He's making a run, and I'm pretty sure Angel's heard it. So once Strux puts the bomb down, he's going to be trapped in that bomb site, which is a little bit uncomfortable here. Bomb goes down. He misses the shot. He's down to 55 as well. Another shot missed. And Angel up there ready and waiting. He takes the long peek up for the headshot. And Angel is going to finish the game and make it 16-3 in favor of HellRaisers. Big victory for them. We bring up the scoreboard. What's Angel like at the end here, I'm wondering? Only 9 kills, but he has actually been having a really big impact in the game. That's so funny, isn't it?
But a couple of the Penta players left, and that was going to be also important because I think there's only 3 kills there for Strugs, was it?
Yeah.
I mean,
and Kucher ending up at 24. He's normally not the guy we expect to be anywhere near a hard carry oral, but still, pretty good job and a nice start to the evening, I feel like. Sort of refreshing to see HellRaisers really step it up.
Yeah. I mean,
I like it.
Well, they always seem to be, for like the longest time now, they've just been the team that's in transition, right? They're constantly shifting players around. Now, you know, Adrian, he's there, then he's not there anymore. Then he comes back, then they bring in Moo. And now they seem to have gotten rid of both of them in favor of
Then they play ESL leagues, and then Simple can't play, and then it's just like, what's going on here?
They're always having to change it up. So, you know, where Na'Vi have kind of been settled with this roster for quite some time now, with, you know, since Flamey joined in, it doesn't really seem like anything has really shifted up, apart from having Stark's call, for example. Like, the HellRaisers roster, ever since the Astana's Dragon, like, I'm glad that you bring up the Astana Dragons, you know, story, because that's, like, that was the old Virtus Pro lineup, and then Edward and Markelov coming off of Na'Vi, they went into this, like, this nip-killing team, or basically what was supposed to be the CIS super team that completely flopped, did nothing.
One of the worst things.
Oh, like, you break this 87-0 streak, and then you're like, yeah, we did it, and then you're like, okay, we could totally make this bigger, right?
I mean, yeah, that was just it ended up being really horrible, but I think they correctly identified that there could be like a super team in the CIS region. It's just that, I don't know, like, I don't know how to put it. I wouldn't even actually know how to put together like 5 people right now. Like, I couldn't even pick off a list and be like, these are the 5 people I feel like
you want.
Yeah, I mean, I think part of the challenge is that, like, from doing that, playing that game from the outside, is that we don't know quite enough about them. Like, I actually feel like from the CIS players, I mean, some of them I have, like, I talk to everyone out there in events, but, like, some of them are, like, a little bit more like Doja, for instance. I'm not sure what his state of mind is.
No, they just kind of, like, do their own thing.
Yeah. I'm going to talk to Markelov every once in a while, and I always try and poke at him and say, come on, like, now's the time to, like, start taking this seriously again. Like, you know, really...
Bring back the op, Markelov, please.
Wake up and start doing it.
I mean, he is doing more on flip side these days. It doesn't seem like he's in the hard support role so much anymore.
No, I mean, I don't know. Like, it's hard to know. It depends, I think, on how comfortable people feel. Like, you know, I think Markelov feels very comfortable. You know, he's in a role right now where he can use his experience to help new players that are very good. Obviously, he's got like really good teammates, so it's not like that. But I'm still hoping that he would like try and wake up a little bit more. Yeah, there's definitely a CIS super team out there somewhere, that's what I'm saying. That's the first game of the evening. We've got a lot more coming up for you guys. Next up, it will apparently be Envy and VP playing on Dust 2 as well. What a great map for it. That's going to be a brawl.
Perfect. All right, so, you know, HellRaisers, Penta, that was a good game. Anders.
Now we're getting ready.
Now we get into the good stuff.
Yeah, five more games this evening for all of you, so definitely stick around. It will be in about 15 minutes because this one finished a little bit early, so that's how it is. So stay with us, and we'll be back soon.
Welcome to the Intel Extreme Masters. Delta Times debating that he gets it. Oh, it's beautiful. Exists. 2 kills could never be so important. Gonna go for it behind the fountain. Kerrigan's just gonna charge him down. He's gonna miss quite a few pistol shots. Kenny X, he wants a kill, and then he gets the second. Kenny X punches the round.